Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Markiss Stone, and I'm the host of the Daily Dose, and I would like to welcome you to the next day of your new life. That's right. See, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. What will you guys do with yours today? Well, I will tell you what. On this last day of January 2019, I am going to have a fantastic day. It is the 31st of January 2019, the year of consistency. And I will be happy to tell you what that means as soon as I see who's checking in fashionably late with your boy. Oh man, we got a lot of dosers on the dose today. Mr. Scotty Do, what a do. Good to see you. Man. Let me show you what I'm talking about here real quick, dosers. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I tell you what, today, your chickens, your pets, your ducks, the baby coming out of the womb, your grandma, your grandpa's rolling up and they need the antidote, and Markiss Stone's got it. Your daily dose of positivity, inspiration, and motivation, you know I got it. But I gotta share it with everybody because sharing is caring. And in order for me to share it, I need you guys to do me a one big favor. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Hulk smash the share button. It took a while. This thing lags sometimes. It's getting old. Maybe I need to get a new one. But Hulk smash the share button right now because we got a fire topic today that's going to be lit. Today's topic is definitely going to be lit. You definitely want to tag a buddy in this one today. Let's talk about consistency a little bit and what that means. You already know that I started at 4 a.m. without the snooze button today, and I went ahead and got everything down, and I took a look at a glance, and I'll share that with you in a second. But as I'm writing my goals down and my gratitude and thank yous and everything and sending out my positive message, you know, right after that, I had to get into my yogi. That's right, boy, that was a tough pose. I did that pose a few years ago. It wasn't as tough. It was because I didn't weigh as much. I want to share something else with you guys, but gosh, I forgot to share the photo, but it's kind of cool, and I think it's around here somewhere, but I got my workout in afterwards as well, too, and it's all good. This is what I really wanted to share with you guys. Let me talk about consistency for a minute and what it means to me. So, on my planner, I wrote in my planner every single day this month, 31 out of 31 days. Now, the no snooze button on Saturday and Sunday, it's not written in there, so I rounded that to 23 days, and out of 15 out of 23 days, I didn't hit the snooze button. The no phone after waking up, 16 out of 23 days. The gratitude and goals, every day. Got that in right. Physical activity, 29 out of 31 days. I put a star by it because there was a couple of days where I actually made up for it. So technically I got it all in, but we just gonna keep it transparent and say 29 out of 31. Send a message to uplift a friend, 23 out of 23 days. I sent positive messages inbox to people. Now, when it came to my daily, my monthly, and my yearly goals, when it came to the daily goals, make healthy choices on food. Now with that, I want to say it was about 70%. When it came to the working out and doing my yoga every day, boom, 98%. Again, I made up for a couple of those, so technically it's 100, but since I didn't do it that day, we're not going to count it. And the 30 minutes of personal development, I did that about 90% of the time. So those are decent statistics for the first month. Now, where it really gets impressive is the goals that I set out for my month. I wanted to lose 4 pounds, and I did lose 4 pounds. I lost 4 pounds and I believe 4 ounces as well, too. I had the picture, but I forgot to email it to myself. But don't worry, I'll put it in my Facebook story or something like that. When it came to saving 10% of my net income, sure enough, 100% on that. And when it came to doing the daily dose, 100%, that's right, consistent every single day, that's right. And when it came to my yearly goals, going on vacation, I'm currently saving money for that. When it came to growing my Daily Dose audience, well, it's growing every single day. And then looking into starting my t-shirt business, boom, already did that and got quite a bit of merch online, and people have been supporting, so thank you for that. And then making 12 dope beats. I haven't been talking much about that, and it's because I don't want to talk about it much. I want to go ahead and surprise you guys with that. Here's the deal. I'm going to tell you this right now. When it came to this t-shirt thing, I didn't know absolutely anything about it at all whatsoever. And within 20 days, I was live and online with merchandise. When it comes to this beat making thing, I used to make beats back in the day, but at an amateur level, really didn't know what the heck I was doing, just giving it a shot. I still got some of them. they were kind of whack. I'm going to just be honest with you. They were kind of whack. But it's 2019. We leaving the past in the past. But I'm going into this again. I'm getting this new software that I'm going to be able to make some beats with. And who knows? Maybe I'll start out. Maybe they'll be whack again. But I'm going to keep on going and staying consistent to get it dope because I got a little creativity in this crazy little head of mine right here. So, Lyric, tell them what to do.
What smash the share button.
Today, I want to go ahead and get into the topic. What is your Google review? What is your real life Google review? Sit there for a second and just ask yourself that question. What is your real life Google review? How would you rate yourself? Would you cheat and do 5 stars? I know some of you guys be cheating already anyway. Y'all go to y'all business page and y'all log in and your name is right there on it. Customers already know that's you. Crazy. But anyway, would you cheat and give yourself 5 stars? Really think about what's your real life Google review. If you don't know what it is, ask somebody else. Ask somebody else to rate you. What would you give me for your Google review? Well, I will tell you what. You're not fooling anybody if you're rating yourself 5 stars because you remember back in the day when like you stole your mom's car to go hang out with your buddies and stuff like that. I know you remember you cheated on those tests in school and stuff like that. You can't be a 5. Like Google got your history going way back. You can't be 5-star like cheating on tests and stealing your parents' car and going to hang out with your buddies. And trust me, there's no judgment zone. Doing the drugs back in college, experimenting. That's not like a 5-star Google review. But it's okay if you don't have a 5-star. I can help you level up. But I want you to think about this because you actually have a real life Google review. It's just not posted, but Google will tell anybody and everything about you. It's all out there. I mean, I Googled myself. Gosh, they got my MySpace page from like back in 2004 on there. Gosh, it's just Google yourself. You might shock yourself and surprise yourself or what's on the internet. So we're going to talk a little bit today about how to get that Google review up. So let me go ahead and hit you with the antidote.
The antidote is defined as a medicine taken or given to counteract a particular poison. Now, Marcus, these people woke up early. They came to your show, The Daily Dose, to get the antidote. Hit them with the antidote.
All right. We're going to talk about 3 tips to get that rating up. What's most important is starting off with number 1, starting with discipline. That is going to help get it up real quick. That's right, doing the things that you don't want to do. Now, I know it's tough. Discipline is tough. When you think about discipline, you think about the military and just waking up in drill sergeant mode and stuff like that and getting out in formation and all that kind of stuff. No, discipline is doing the things that you don't want to do even though you know it needs to be done. Trust me, I know that it's hard getting up in the morning. I used to value sleep. Like that's where my priorities lie. I just love me some sleep. But then I started not sleeping and things got a whole lot better when I started waking up early. Let me tell you, I know it's hard to get up early. I know it's hard to work out sometime. I know it's hard to fit some stuff in your busy schedule that you have. You got the kids and the job and the boyfriend or the girlfriend or the husband or the wife and this and that, and your favorite excuse is I don't have time. Well, here's the deal. I promise you, I've said this a million times. I don't have time to do the majority of the things that I do, so I had to create time. I had to start going to sleep earlier and I had to start getting up earlier to make time to get the things done that I needed to in life. Once you start practicing that discipline, I promise you things will get a whole lot better and a whole lot easier for you. When you start eating healthy, when you start working out more, when you start getting up early, when you start dedicating your time to personal development instead of nonsense online, that's going to help move that needle just a little bit on that Google review. People will start perceiving you to be a better person once you put it out there of all the things that you're doing. I'm living proof of it right now. I got a lot of dosers coming in on a daily basis, checking out to see if I'm going to continue to stay consistent. And it's through that support from you guys indirectly that's keeping me going every single day to stay consistent. And I'm getting a whole lot better. I really wish I had my stinking picture to show you the picture of the scale that I took on January 1st when I was 213 pounds. And today I'm 208.6, I believe. So I surpassed my goal by about 4 ounces. I wanted to lose 4 pounds this month and I did it because of my discipline and my consistency. So tip number 2, you gotta ask for it. You gotta ask for it. Ask some of your buddies, ask some of your customers, ask anybody you know, hey, if I was on Google, like, how would you rate me? See, in the car business, we have this thing called the manufacturer survey, right? When you sell a new car, anywhere from 7 to 10 business days, the customer will get an email of a survey, and they'll ask you a whole bunch of questions. You know, how was the person? Was they nice? Was they knowledgeable? Was they pushy? Were they friendly? Did they give you a tour of the facility? Did they go over how to operate all the features on the vehicle? Were they thorough? Were they short? They ask you all these questions, and you get the survey results back to figure out how you did, and you're supposed to use that as an opportunity to grow and see areas that you can improve upon to get a better score next time. So if your score is not 100%, your customers, if you listen to them, they will tell you exactly what you need to do to improve your rating. See, the problem is, in real life, just like in the car business, people see those and they think of those as just complaints. Oh, that customer's crazy. Well, if they would have just understood the circumstances or whatever the case, they make up all of these excuses as opposed to paying attention to where someone is critiquing you. See, we're naturally defensive people. When somebody tells us something about ourselves that we don't like or we don't want to hear, we automatically go into defense mode. We get our karate stand and we're like, not today, Satan. I am awesome. You don't know me. That was just under this circumstance. It's not usually like that. Pay attention and stop becoming defensive. They're trying to tell you, if you listen, how to improve yourself. See, the problem is you are biased. You are biased. You only know what you know. You've been living inside of your body for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, so you see things through your perspective. You have to take yourself out of your perspective and look at yourself through somebody else's perspective, because we don't always see what everybody else sees. You know how we're so judgmental about ourselves when we take pictures and we're like, I don't like that. And then you put it out in the world and people are like, oh, I like that. It's a different perspective. So you have to look at things from a different perspective in order to improve your Google review. Are you with me on that? Smash the like button, smash the love button on that. And last but not least, number 3, you gotta do 5-star things. You gotta do 5-star things. You gotta take initiative. You gotta go above and beyond. Think about all the people who you've ever rated on Google or Yelp or whatever rating service that you use. Think about what they did to earn that review. See, my goal in my business is to get the 5-star review without asking for it. Now, that is really tough because you know it's all about ask and you shall receive. Now, let me tell you, over the years, I've asked for a ton of reviews, but then there's some that sneak up on you and surprise you a little bit that you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. That's pretty cool. That's what you want to aim for. That's the secret sauce. And the only way you get that is by going above and beyond in your life. Remember, we're talking about real life Google reviews. What are you doing? Are you going through life on the surface just being average? Like literally, if you think you're a hard worker just because you come to work on time and do what's in the employee handbook, let me remind you, in case you didn't get that anecdote a couple of weeks ago, that is just your job. That is average. You have to take initiative and go above and beyond. You have to think outside the box. And better yet, you got to think that there isn't even a box to even begin with in the first place. See, doing things like that, taking that initiative, that above and beyond, that'll get you a real life Google review 5 stars without you having to think about it. So that way, when you receive it, it's a nice little surprise like, oh, snap, these people see what I'm doing. So level up and get your rating up. Here we go on the 5-star checklist. Start with discipline, doing the things that you don't want to do. I know it's going to be hard. You have to have the I'll do it mentality. The most successful people in life do all the things that the people who aren't successful don't want to do. So next time you say you don't want to do something, just know that there's somebody out there that absolutely will do it, and they'll end up becoming more successful than you. Let that marinate in, because it is the secret sauce. Number 2, ask for it. Ask people right now. If you don't know what your Google personal life review rating is, ask people. Say, hey, how would you rate me? And when they rate you, don't become defensive. Utilize that as a critique, as an opportunity to get better and improve your life. Because remember, this thing called life is a journey, and we have to constantly strive to get better and better and better at it. Don't become defensive. Look at it as an opportunity to grow. And last but not least, do 5-star things, guys. Do 5-star things. Are you doing 5-star things in your life right now? Or are you going going through being average and just tolerable and living life on the surface and taking things for what it is and saying stuff like it is what it is and what can I do about it. Use this brain of yours, the biggest growing muscle inside of your body. Take that initiative and I promise you will be 5 stars. Do me a favor right now. Type in my comments, what is your Google review? What is your Google review? Type in the word star on your smartphone. If you got an iPhone, it should pop up the emoji right there. What is your Google review? I didn't plan on talking about this today, but gosh, I guess I got to ask myself, what is Markiss Stone's Google review? Man, I got to call me a 4. I got to call me a solid 4. And the only reason I say that is because I got to have room for improvement. I'm a constant growth in progress. I just showed you my goals. I'm like 90% plus on accomplishing my stuff. And the last time I checked, 90% is like a B. You know, in the curve that they graded in Chicago, you got to get like a 93 to be considered an A. So yeah, I'm a 4, but don't worry, I'm working on it. I'm developing new relationships every day, and I'm surrounding myself with positive, like-minded people, and I'm helping others to accomplish better things. So don't worry. The next time you ask me what my Google review is going to be, it's going to be more than a 4. I can promise you that. Well, if you're new to the Daily Dose, do me a favor. Search the Daily Dose group. If you can't catch me live, I promise you I'll be posting it in the group and you can check out the replay throughout the day. And if we're buddies, to make sure you never miss the Daily Dose, head on over to my profile, hit the following button, and then hit see first so you can always get your antidote, because I deliver daily, Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. and the show is pretty lit. If you're feeling the show, tap the love button, tap the like button. I really appreciate all the loves. I see some stars coming in through the comments. I see 4.5, I see 3, I see 1, I see 3. Well, this is your realization right now. Now that you know what your Google review is, now it's your job to get it up. And I gave you the checklist today. If you didn't get the checklist or you missed the memo, here it is again. If you want to get your real life Google review up, start with discipline. Right now, from the time you finish watching this video, start with that discipline. Start asking people, hey, how would you rate me? You might not know. Other people may see you as a 3 or a 4 if you're rating yourself a 1 and a 2. And they'll give you some feedback. You know, take it with a grain of salt, because some people ain't got their stuff right themselves, so I get it. But ask for people's advice. And then last but not least, if you want to get that rating up, start doing 5-star things. Ask yourself as you go throughout the day, is this 5-star worthy? Is this going to help my real life Google review? Ask yourself that. Well, guys, check out the outro. Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Daily Dose. I hope you got your antidote today. Your daily dose of positivity, inspiration, and motivation. Check me out every Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time Zone on Facebook Live. And don't forget to Hulk smash that share button. I got a really good surprise, so don't leave just yet. But I'm officially working on the fitness line on the Daily Dose store. That is right. I have 3 drawn out concepts for the fitness line that is going to be coming out in the dailydosestore.com. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's a pretty cool site, thedailydosestore.com. Go again and get your swag on and support. Here's a few examples of some of the swag in there. We got the overdose shirt. We got the dose shirt where it says I got the antidote. That's what it's like in white. That's what it's like in black. Who needs coffee when you have the antidote? And the limited edition shirt that has the antidote with everything you need and includes a few people's name on here. Just remember, guys, I'm just here to make the world smile and change people's lives. Thank you for helping me do it. Y'all have a fantastic Throwback Thursday. Peace.